Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As you know, President of the United States of America, Biden, visited Saudi Arabia and met face-to-face the Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman, and President Biden, being pressed by the mass media and others to confront the Crown Prince regarding on the issue of Jamal Khashoggi, a writer for Washington Post, I think it was, Saudi Arabian, who was murdered in Turkey. I think you're familiar with the issue. And they being the Americans, suspect that even that the prince was involved somehow in this killing. I have no information. The only information that is there as of now, kind of official, is a report done by the American intelligence services stating that probably bin Salman, the Crown Prince, was involved, knew about it and all that. That prompted President Trump to call Saudi Arabia a pariah state. He's going to turn it into a pariah state, and he made some undiplomatic references to the Crown Prince. Now, the United States needs oil and increased production of Saudi Arabia's oil and other issues that occurred over there. So he went obviously over there in Saudi Arabia, and according to Joe Biden, he, scolded the Crown Prince about it and raised the issue. Now, Biden, who doesn't have a really high credibility rating because of things that he said in the past, remember his credentials and his scholarship and so on when he was talking about that when he was a senator. That's one example, and there are some other ones where he was not really consistent with reality, let's put it this way. So Biden said, yes, I did this. Now the Arabs say, no, he didn't say that. So I knew that would be it. When the Biden said it, I mopped the floor with the prince, and the prince will say, or his officials will say, what are you talking about? He was barely awake during the meeting. So this is an article from a National Review from 17th of July 2022. Biden claims he condemned Mohammed bin Salman over Khashoggi's murder as Saudi officials deny it happened. No surprise here. President Joe Biden claimed Friday he directly condemned the Saudi prince over the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, while Saudi officials denied that Biden ever made the accusation. Who's lying? Could be both. One of them, or could be both. In a meeting with reporters Friday, Biden said that Mohammed bin Salman, Saudi Crown Prince, that he was probably, so he told MBS that he was probably responsible for the murder of Khashoggi. And I'm quoting what President Biden said. With respect to the murder of Khashoggi, I raised it at the top of the meeting, making it clear that what I thought about it at the time and what I think of it now. I was straightforward and direct in discussing it. I made my view crystal clear, Biden said following his diplomatic meeting in Saudi Arabia. Now, a few observations here. With respect to the murder of Khashoggi, I raised it at the top of the meeting. All right, maybe. Making it clear. You can't make it clear because you have to be able to talk clearly. And my observation of you is that you hardly can do that lately in the past 4 years or so. And then he says, I was straightforward. I don't think you were. I think you were asleep. And direct in discussing it. You can't be because you couldn't find your words. I made my view crystal clear. I don't even think you were up. Made my view. Have you heard him talk? I heard him. I saw him. What he said here, very pointed, very, it's very, I doubt that. But nevertheless, let's say he was as he said. Now, we go to the other side. Adel al-Jubeir, the Saudi Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, who was present in the meeting with the Crown Prince, opposed Biden's claim in a statement to reporters. Now, As I said, I don't know who's lying. They could be both lying. And I'm quoting. He mentioned the issue of Jamal Khashoggi, and he said this is an issue that has generated a lot of interest and concern in the US, not him, and that he understood. He knew what Saudi Arabia's position was, Adel Al-Jubeir said. I'm quoting again. He didn't hear Biden condemn MBS for the killing of Khashoggi, the Saudi official added. The White House defended Biden's claim Saturday with NSC spokesman John Kirby saying, and I'm quoting, "The president was very clear about the conversation and we stand by his account," end quote. The Saudi prince responded negatively to Biden mentioning Khashoggi, saying that the US has also made a number of mistakes, according to the Saudi official speaking to Reuters. MBS brought up the incident of Abu Ghraib prison in Iraq, in the detention center that was a site of torture and abuse, and the killing of Palestinian-American journalist Shireen Abu Akleh during an Israeli raid. Biden's visit with Saudi Arabia was met with scrutiny as he pledged to make the country a pariah following the murder of Khashoggi, but fist-bumped MBS before the meeting. What did you expect? Slapping over his face? Following the meeting, Biden said he expects Saudi Arabia to increase its oil supply amid record-breaking gas prices in the US. He expects. Well, I expect to be a billionaire too. And I'm quoting, "I'm doing all I can to increase the supply for the United States of America, which I expect to happen." Biden told reporters, "I am doing all I can to increase the supply for the United States of America, which I expect to happen." Biden told reporters, and I'm quoting again, "The Saudis share that urgency, and based on our discussions today, I expect we'll see further steps in the coming weeks." What do you think? Do you think they meant fences? I don't think so. I don't think so, and this is a desperate move by Biden to go and try to get Saudi Arabia back into the United States sphere of influence, which I think the Saudi Arabia is out of the orbit. It's, you know, gets out. It's not going to be under this control. I think it plays at two ends, which you see here they expect you here in the United States. They expect you to ignore reality. And if you don't ignore reality, they will punish you with certain little things, which, for instance, could be your job. If you don't agree that certain things that are obvious and scientifically sound, there are repercussions. But they don't have the same power with those guys over there or other people who are not under the spell of these guys. They can, destroy you financially if they really want. And so then you can't expect them, for instance, let's say the Saudis, you can try to force them, but with threats and blackmail doesn't really work with these guys because they kind of own you. They have so many investments here that they can afford just selling them, and then you got a big problem. They have some problem, but they still have the oil. So the thing is, the Saudis, see very clearly that the East, China, Russia, they get together. You are a falling state. You are not a falling state, in a declined, economically declined, militarily or influence. People don't listen to you anymore. Russia challenges your authority and your NATO, a little hanky-panky. China, the same. India, the same. BRICS states, the same. Other little states, you have big problems. You can't hold it together. So they are not going to jump on your boat again and then lose the other side. So they will play both sides. That's how I see the Saudis doing. And the United States is not really used anymore to negotiate from equal stand, the same level. They are the past 30 years, but no, maybe not 30, yeah, 30 years, After the fall of Soviet Union, they increased their dominance by blackmail and threats. They are not negotiating. They're telling, take it, or if not, I'm going to hurt you. And this is the way they did for the past 30 years. Any country probably does the same way. I'm not saying, but I have examples right now with these guys. So it's hard for them now to say to Saudi Arabia, hey, you know what, let's talk as partners. They don't talk as partners with anybody, even with their house servants, Great Britain. No, they know who's the subordinate and who's the guy on top. But with Saudi Arabia, they can't really do that. So they have to muster their diplomacy, which it seems like they lost it. I mean, look who's over there. Look what diplomats we have. Look at Germany's foreign minister. Look at Great Britain's foreign minister. Look at American Secretary of State. Those Jake Sullivans, those Blinkens and Kirby. Look at those. Listen to them. Listen to them. I want you to listen. I don't want you to, oh, they said this, Emil said this. No, listen to them and tell me what you hear. And then listen, for instance, to India's foreign minister. What's his name? Jai Kanshtar. Look at that guy. Look at Lavrov. Look at the Chinese foreign minister, Wang Wei. Look at, my God, there's so many other examples. Look at other people that, Hungarian foreign minister. Please watch that guy. Hungarian foreign minister. He's a young guy. He's fantastic. He's fantastic. Put those in the same room with these guys. With Sullivan, Blinken, Kirby. It's no competition. And they are in my team. They are defending me. I don't think so. I'm very stressed about that. So it's about treating. That's why I don't think Saudi Arabia will do what Biden and its administration wants, because they're too independent and they have options, big options, strong options. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.